being in real estate for a long time, you get to learn and reverse engineer what's good, what's bad, what's missing. So as I've grown in running businesses, I kind of had to ask myself what I like, what I don't like. And there's a lot I don't like about the business. And so like when you hire and you build companies, I like to reverse engineer and say, you know what, I'm not good at these things, let me hire this person. I'm not good at this stuff, let's put this person in because they can complement me better. So over time, you learn to kind of say you can't do everything on your own. So that's kind of the trajectory of building a business, building a team, building a squad, building departments. And so I've had the luxury of going through the first 10 years of my career, going through 2008, 2009, losing my homes to short sale and foreclosures, basically losing my entire entity and losing my sanity, but gaining wealth in the mind. I would never not want to go through that again for what knowledge I know today and what knowledge I can share. One thing that I love about real estate is being an entrepreneur and being a leader and being able to teach. One thing I didn't have in my life was someone really teaching me all the time, preparing me for all the heartaches and the hardships that I had to go through. Going through the first decade was a crazy run, but at the same time, it prepared us for the next 10 years. The next 10 years is really where things start to take shape. In 2011, I got really heavy into an online portal called Zillow, where I found a way to really add value to my staff, to our system, to our tools, where we can get real estate leads online and delivered to us. The hardest thing in real estate is to actually get a client. And once you have a client, then things can go down the line to mortgages and to appraisers and other stuff that are part of the ecosystem. So as I've grown in real estate, I started to see this thing could be done better. There's better ways to do everything. Why does this business suck so bad? And so I took it upon myself to say, you know what? Let me continue to build. Let me build my foundation. Let me make sure I get my feet on the ground. Let me make sure I can take care of myself first and then start to scale. So after I got smacked in the face and crushed into the 2008, 2009, 2010 kind of situation, I kind of revamped myself in 2011. Like I said, I got some extra marketing. It was me and an admin at the time. And I started to say, let me find ways to add value. If I can add value, I can start to bring in people. And that's where I started to scale. Started to learn from my first 10 years. And this is where the evolution of myself and the company started to take shape. And again, we had a company called AK Real Estate for a long time that I ran up until about 2017. And around that 2016 time, I've always thought about how do I rebrand? How do I refocus? How do I reshift everything that I've learned into something better? And that's where One Street came about, where it was time to make a change. Our engine was still the same. Our components were still the same, but the brand from the consumer facing had to change. We had to resonate with people in a different capacity. And there's how One Street was born. It was one team with one goal, which is to really give that consumer experience and that journey something better that was missing. But I was like, okay, well, I can't really worry about everyone outside of me. So why not, with the tools and the systems and the mentorship and the lead flow and the CRMs and all the stuff that we put together, let's turn that into something positive. Let's bring people that can fit this model that are really good at what they do. Like I was able to take people that had really no real estate background, but they were good people, but they didn't really have a home. They didn't have the confidence maybe. They didn't have the tools, they didn't have the money. Because in real estate, it's a very selfish business. You have to kill to eat, right? But why not create something of more of a family, more of a collaborative environment, something with great energy, And I was really passionate about that. I mean, this is a lifestyle for me. This is not a business, right? Some people say personal, business, nah, bullshit. This is my lifestyle. This is a movement. We can change the game. And so to do that, you had to go out and get talent. You had to obviously build the systems and the foundation first, and that's what I went on a mission to do. And I'm not really a big recruiter. Somehow I was organically able to find great people first and put them in the system. And as we added one by one, I started learning more of what they're good at, what they're not good at, and then kept on adding more pieces and more resources around it. And so, really One Street it was born just out of the sheer disaster in this business the business that I believe is super unintelligent because the barrier to entry is so easy that anyone could get a license. And like I said, it drove me nuts that consumers were getting screwed over. It drove me nuts that agents didn't know what they were doing. And so I said, you know what, I'm gonna build the best ecosystem, bring the best agents to the table and give them everything that they need to ensure that their consumer, their clients, can enjoy their ride. Real estate does not have to be a disaster. It does not have to be something that's stressful. And so why not make it fun? And so when I built One Street and built that beautiful office that we have downtown in DC, I wanted to walk in it, feel like it was my home. And I wanted the people around me to also feel like you can talk to me about anything. Everyone around you is here to help you. There's no nickel and dime here. This is an environment for you to grow and thrive. Yes, you are on your own in the sense that you have to get your own clientele and you have to sell to make money. But why not look around you and see all these successful people that want to help you? Why not come to the office all the time to collaborate and share your ideas? There's so many stories of people they can't even leave their computer because someone could go behind them and see what they're writing an offer on. Or maybe they're hunting the same client. It don't have to be like that. This is not a war. No one's dying. It's just real estate. So again, I think of real estate as archaic, but in my ecosystem, in our ecosystem, it's fun, it's collaborative, it's a team sport. And so I've had a great time taking what I hated and making it something that I loved. And it's still obviously evolving. And to be a really good company and an entrepreneur and a leader, you have to adapt. You have to pivot and you have to take what's out there and really make it yours. And so look, as an entrepreneur, I'll constantly have to evolve. I'll have to adapt. And that's the cool thing about life, that there's not one day that's the same. That's what I really enjoy about real estate. And I'm taking solace in seeing all these people we put together and become successful that had no real estate background. And they're having fun and they're enjoying it and their consumers are happy. And that's really, really fun for me. This is the new day and age. There is going to be less and less agents. There is going to be less and less need for a physical agent to go open doors. And so while I feel that we will still be doing that because you don't go to court without a lawyer, you have to be the best product. And it is my mission to make sure that our agents are equipped, they're multidimensional, and that they're real people doing real estate. Just hear that again. Real people doing real estate. Because if you're not a good person, you can't do anything in life. And it's my mission to ensure that those agents and those people have everything they need to be happy and to be successful. And that can resonate down to the consumer.